So I guess my takeaways from the year, you really can't put it into words. It's something that completely changes you as an individual. You go from being someone who, looking for a job, handing out resumes, to someone who's creating jobs and being an employer and looking over resumes. I mean, that's something that really changes everything. For me, being 18 years old, my biggest concern going in was, how do I become a boss and how to become a leader to my employees who are sometimes 10 years older than me. And basically, it's just how you present yourself. So, College Pro forces upon you, not in a physical or any kind of fact of the matter like that. It's more or less, it forces you to grow and become that leader. So you got to think about what kind of person you want to be, what kind of employer you want to be, and then you can put that into work and you can make it happen. I mean, it's the coolest thing about entrepreneurship and running your own business is you get to be essentially whoever you want to be, right? Advising for someone considering College Pro, you really have to make sure that you are fully committed to your business, because this isn't something where you can take a week off. Maybe at the end of the year when you put in the legwork, but at the end of the day, the effort you put into this is directly going to correlate to what you get out of it. So with that in mind, you really have to commit and sacrifice. Maybe not seeing your friends as much as you want to. If you have a girlfriend, maybe only see her once a week or a couple hours at a time, if you're lucky. So make sure this is a priority, because you can't jump into it thinking oh, I'm gonna run a business, it's gonna be awesome, without understanding that it's a lot of work. Again, be informed, because there's a lot riding on this. You got a lot of people looking up to you. You're not just an 18-year-old kid or 20-year-old kid anymore. You're someone who could really, make a difference in someone's life. If you provide a good, positive role model in someone's life, that really has a permanent influence. So, something to really, consider. For those parents with kids considering College Pro, I know with my parents, my mother ran a business, and so she was fully aware of everything that needed to happen in order to be successful, and we was worried, because she understood that it is a lot of work, and a lot of parents they want the best for their kids, and they don't want them to be in the tough situations and suffer. But at the end of the day, that's when you learn. And it's through those really long days of just grinding it out and pushing yourself and working harder than you've ever worked before. That's when you learn. It's not when people pat you on the back and spoon feed you everything. This is a dose of the real world, and you can't get that from cleaning tables or mopping or flipping burgers at McDonald's, right? This is something where if you get offered a position, it's a big compliment, because they only pick the top 1% of everyone that applies. So just remember that this is a fantastic opportunity. Everyone has the same concerns that you have as a parent, but you have to realize that sometimes you got to make the tough decisions when looking at personal development for your kids. Lastly, for asking, if a professor were to ask what I do, it's really hard to put into words. It's like saying I got my MBA in 6 months, 8 months, which is, people are like, that doesn't make sense. How does that happen? I would say that it's one of those things where it's like a stress test. You push yourself, and you either grow because you have to, or the weak fail. So if if you make it through a year of College Pro, which all of us have, then you can really. I mean, I say to my professor, I'm an entrepreneur, and it's like, you're 18. It's like, yeah, I am, but I'm not like any other 18-year-old. It's not to be cocky. It's not to be arrogant. It's just to say that College Pro has given me the opportunity to do something remarkable that no one else has ever had the opportunity to do. So I guess in short, I would say that College Pro is the best thing you could ever do as a student, because it doesn't just give you the knowledge to run a business. It gives you the actual opportunity, the actual stresses, the actual failures that you get to learn from, and you get to never do again. Because as soon as you make a mistake when you're 18, it's better than making a mistake when you're 35 and have 2 kids and a mortgage, right? So, I guess in closing, College Pro has totally changed me, for 100% for the better, and I wish everyone who considers it the best of luck. Okay, thanks.